Yo everybody, we're back with Alan Wake 2 and we got a new DLC, The Lake House. Learning into this, yeah, that's fine. Let's do it. I know very little about this other than it's based on the lake house with the control, the Federal Bureau of Control.
This isn't the Bureau's first time in Bright Falls. 1970, 76, 8. Last one was in 2010. It's not exactly clockwork, but this town sees way more altered world events than most. We knew it was just a matter of time before the lake acted up again.
And what's her face?
After the AWE in 2010, the FBC's research department set up a facility, the Lake House, to study the threshold in Cauldron Lake, find better ways to contain the entity inside. Your tax dollars at work.
Yeah.
When we detected a spike in paranatural activity at Cauldron Lake, before I even knew you were on this case, Saga, the Lake House was my first stop. I was short-handed, hoped they could spare some help, maybe give us some intel on the situation. If I had any clue what was waiting for us in there, Saga, I'd have just kept on driving.
Yeah. Cool. It's not looking good for the other guys, though.
This is Agent Kieran Estevez responding to an AWE
What's
alert in the
Estevez?
vicinity. I need to speak with the Marmons. So much for the welcome wagon. You all set up the perimeter. We're on the threshold's doorstep, so keep your eyes peeled.
Yes, ma'am.
Ah! Return addendum. Hello?
Agent Kieran Estevez, requesting entry. I don't have time for this.
Hop the fence? Oh, just use the card.
This
Probably
shouldn't take long,
safer.
okay? You see anything? Radio me.
Roger that.
Alright, just taking a moment to get used to the controls again. Can I talk to you? Nope. Okay. It's nice knowing you.
The Lake House was run by the research department. Research and investigations don't really see eye to eye. What they call science, I call a violation of Bureau protocol and human decency. Classic interdepartmental drama. Your FBI saga, you know how it goes. In retrospect, my low opinion of the research department may have clouded my judgment.
I do like how she's telling this to Saga. Okay, just a van. Seems like a small place.
Hello? Agent Kieran Estevez, Investigations Department.
You can fit through there. Oh well.
No one wants to check the individual carrying a firearm into a restricted government facility? No? Okay, well, it was definitely going in the report.
Urgent reminder, lake safety protocols. Please remember that the following recreational activities are forbidden in the waters of Cauldron Lake. These restrictions apply to both civilians and FBC employees. Fishing, redacted. What could be redacted? Swimming, boating applies to canoes, kayaks, motorboats, etc. Using the water for redacted purposes. Water skiing, redacted in the water. Paddle birding. Using the water for water fountain purposes. Trying to think, what would be so popular enough? Drinking? These activities can result in redacted in an estimate redacted percent of cases. If you are unclear about any of the restrictions listed above, please speak to redacted. Wow, these guys just gutted a lot of this. Security report, local rumors, background. A recent security operation was performed among the citizens of Bright Falls and Watery. The goal of this operation was to ascertain public knowledge and opinion of the lake house and its operations. Summary. The following information was gained through covert listening and informal questioning. The local public appears to view the area around the lake house with fear. This is, of course, the intended reaction, as the Bureau has publicly marked the area as dangerous due to volcanic gases. However, there is a specific rumour around the public regarding a government facility in the woods run by mad scientists taking people for experimentation. These rumours seem particularly popular among the local youth and is proxy to the truth is cause for concern. Worst case outcome would be an increase in curiosity or possibly even aggression. It is possible that this is even the reason for the lake house security breach back in redacted. Action to be taken. Security personnel will continue to monitor youth chatter. If the rumours continue, dismantling a cover story may be required. Perhaps even fabricating signage for American volcano commission type institution. Any I can't wait for Control 2. From Ava Vahami. Status update re oldest house to all staff. On-site operation teams report to the oldest house are still under active lockdown. Status of directed trench management team and all personnel inside the oldest house at the time of the lockdown's initiation remains unknown. Observation teams have deducted fluctuations in the redacted field originated from the oldest house as of redacted, increasing the strength as it loops through a specific pattern every redacted hours. These readings are currently being analysed by research staff in the Boston office. Any personnel with information pertaining to the signal should contact them immediately. Sincerely. Oh man, there's so much more I'd love to. I'm just really confused. Sorry. For whatever reason, the trigger or the action button just is very aggressive right now. Can't think of the right word to say.
Experiment. That bodes well.
Right, there's a lot of friction to it and it vibrates. Anyways,
Handy.
a map. Experiment in progress.
Hello, and welcome to another exciting day here at the Lake House. As I'm sure you know, I am Dr. Jules Marmont, and this is my wife.
Dr. Diana Marmont.
And together we are the heads of research at this facility.
Quite the space between
We
them.
want to thank you all for helping us break new ground in our study of Cauldron Lake.
That's right, Jules. But don't let our exciting work in threshold regulation and dimensional coupling keep you from observing the proper safety protocols.
You said it, Diana. We run a tight ship here at the Lake House. So, always remember the 3 S's. Safety, security, and censorship.
It's a C. It's a C.
What? Yeah, that is the joke, Diana.
Well, it's a stupid fuck.
Wonderful joke, Jules. We'll see you down there.
Yeah, that seems healthy. Dr. Marmont's not here. Nobody is? I'll have to check downstairs.
Subject P, 2020. Through extensive testing, the subject has been confirmed to possess an intrinsic paranatural ability that manifests exclusively during the act of painting. Paintings feature scenes or events he would have no knowledge of, even sometimes painting an event before it occurs. This effect has been proven multiple times.
Working on the lower levels.
This
I need to head down.
This effect has been proven multiple times and is estimated 40 to 100% success rate. Note the lack of precision in this range is due to the team's inability to prove that a painting's content will not be relieved at some point in the eventual future. Researchers asked to reiterate their hesitance to publish any concrete statements surrounding the subject and his ability at this time, as the nature of the paintings and their paranatural effects have been exceptionally difficult to measure and quantify. Conclusion: the subject is suspected to be a Class 2 para-utilitarian, though additional testing will be required to confirm this. At this time, his ability is not believed to be a direct threat to himself or others, and can now be controlled. The nature of his ability is to show current or future events via the art he creates, but the extent of this forecasting could not be determined by research with any high-level precision. Unlike the art created by Alan Wake, there is no evidence the subject's art is directly manipulating reality via the shadows engineerings. Replacement keycard request form. Please fill out the fields below before delivering the form to security. A new card will be issued to you once your request is proceeded. name, Jules, co-research, request the highest one, I forgot what's called, reason for replacement, my old card went missing. How would I know if we're still on loss? Why do you not put microtropes inside of them if you're concerned with this and the head of research and expect my new card to be on my desk by the end of the work day? Oh.
Nope.
Is that Trench? Huh. That one didn't get updated. I mean, it makes sense. He's not. It wasn't inside the house, but still. September 14th. Science fact of the day. Though most famous for acting, Hedy Lamarr also invented in her free time. She patented a frequently hopping device for torpedo guidance systems at the age of 38. For whatever reason, 38 is like bolded. But I don't know if that's anything.
Changing passwords.
Oh, here we go. I'm ready to get my notepad. And pencil. All departments update to computer password report reset privacy. Effectively September 13th, so yesterday in this game. All computer passwords must be reset daily to address security concerns. Wherever this may be inconvenient, change to and lead to difficult remembering your password. Recommend using a permanent set of digits at the beginning of the password followed by numbers that change daily. Try using significant personal dates coordination successor. Do not use birthdays, the current date, phone numbers. Please do remember that for the time being, passwords must not exceed 6 digits. Okay, so 38 is the thing. We just need... Once again, it's buzzing loudly. On a recommendation of the facility, and we could zoom in to see. Oh, they were happy at one point. Doctor of Applied Science. Aha. I mean, it's kind of nice when it's just highlighted as well. Though I guess that would be... No? So, 08, 1838, I think? He would have a bust of himself. It's a pretty location. Okay, so 08, 18.
Come on.
Damn it. I'm dumb, it's 7. Oh, we had to do this. Security reminder. Remember to lock your computer before leaving your station at any time. Change your password daily does not improve our facility's safety. If you leave your computer open, thanks. Project Apertus has officially requested we return the pages we aren't using on any project. That doesn't ask Wednesday work. Go fuck yourself. Friendly reminder that personal annual budget needs to be sent by the end of the month. Every station's been asked to give a thorough breakthrough this year. In the in an effort to find areas where spending can be reduced. Should we book time to speak about this and make a plan? All the best. Too busy to attend meetings. Just use the budget from last year, but make sure to specify that a specific percentage of the research budget is go towards project. So certain individuals won't be tempted to slow down their stealing resources. I apologize for the difficulty with my is presenting Harry. I believe she is suggesting that I would take her project's budget, an unfair and preposterous accusation, though I'm confident you understand that. I would be happy to meet and discuss the annual budget in the case of the head research job to oversee the work. Good news. HQ still dark. Pie was good. More pie for the rest of us. We have coffee. DFS next week. HQ still dark. No algae bad. No Almo beer. It's good. Tried it. The artist is illegible. Tired? Someone stole the black the black whiteboard marker. All vacation time cancelled. So I've expected something on the back. How many people do they have working here? I thought it was just the two. Kayak for sale. The dangers of doodling. Following types of recreation creativity are forbidden. Doodling, interactive drumming with pencil, fingers, and other makeshift production instruments. Stacking office supplies into sculpture-like arrangements. Dancing, humming. Oh, taekwondo. No doodling. Huh.
This should come in handy.
Oh. Cat. Okay, so that's the loop. We can now check out the door, which seemed like it was locked. Or maybe not. Maybe this is for later. Oh, we also have a map. It's not the right button. There we go. That's an office.
As soon as I got in that elevator, my bad news detector started going nuts. Estivesta team, something's going on in the lake house. I want all nearby agents to push.
Level 1.
I can't move. There we go.
Agent Estevez, what's your status?
Breach detected on sub-level 5. Staff should seek shelter immediately.
We have a situation in the lake house. All agents converge on the facility now.
Oh, good.
Belay that order. Where's the fucking elevator?
Huh. Return to the elevator. About that.
Priority 1, get the lights on. Standing around in the dark near Cauldron Lake is not smart. What the fuck was that?
Oh. Paintings, right. It's not necessarily blood or anything. Wait. No, I wanted to stand on this side. There we go. They do have a shelter here. As the lake house continues to make progress towards its goal, various avenues of research have been pursued. Recently, one such avenue has yielded unexpected results. The research into nursery rhymes, directed by Dr. and Dr. Marrett, led by Dr. Campbell, as an art form, has shown viability, wow, words, in the ability to connect with the Cauldron Lake threshold. As a result, the nursery rhyme findings will now be carried forward to the co-heads of research and incorporated into ongoing research across Cauldron Lake. Effective immediately, research teams will be briefed on how to utilize the elements of the nursery rhymes into their own work. Dr. Campbell and his teams are being reassigned. They will continue to develop their work on nursery rhymes outside the lake house. Any exposed risks resulting from risk related to performing confidential work outside the facility premise have been acknowledged and accepted by the co-heads of research. The work to create a stable link between... That's not the black marker. I don't think, at least. The work to create a stable link between our reality and that of the redacted continues. Progress is good, with all teams reporting high confidence that a successful connection will soon be possible. Recent events in utilizing the paintings produced by Subject P to adjust reality in such a way that achieves our goals are unsuccessful. However, this result allows us to discover the avenue of research and focus solely on a much more viable one. Our new hypothesis states that thresholds engineers, and thus the reality altering effect, are drawn to pieces of art that contain significant level of emotion. This is supported by a clear trend in the data that we gathered over the years. If we can identify and quantify the emotion of a piece of art, our work will speed up considerably. Work has already proceeded with an immense focus on development devices capable of measuring the level of emotion in any given piece of art. For now, our research will continue to focus solely on the art produced by Subject P. While no pieces of his have yet yielded successful results outside of their assistance in discovering the redacted pages, his proven status as a para-utilitarian makes his work the most substantial research material. I'm trying to think, who else in this world have we not really accounted for that could be this Subject P? I mean, it could be someone new entirely. Oh, hey, thermos. Oh. Quick save. I mean, we might as well.
Dr. Darling.
Damn it, I was hoping giving it a little bump would help.
Okay, he doesn't do a damn thing without power. Okay. Power core receiver. Plugging a core in should get the lights on.
Now we just need to find a power core and a way to transport it. Because we don't have a floppy disk. Power core storage. Oh, it's not so bad.
That is not a regulation FBC weapon. Can't open it from the side.
Okay. You can't taunt me with a new gun and be like, no. Ah, clearance 2. Okay. Art is for analysis, not for admiration.
Jules's keycard could be useful.
Wait, where? Unfortunately, Jules' keycard went missing last night. Huge shame. On a totally unrelated note, I have a level 3 clearance card in my office, plus a lot of black rock. Been winding the block round down to a powder and stashing around in case any gets confiscated. Next step, weapon testing using black rock's powder. If successful, maybe send schematics to offsite teams could lead to a transfer out of this shithole. Now to think of more applications for black rock, now that I have some. There was a researcher at the oldest house who had tons of ideas like this, which I can remember their name.
I wish they'd make these things lighter.
Hey, these are smaller.
The way I saw it, there was only one way out. Identify the source of the event and contain or eliminate it. Now, good news, I just had to keep going down. Bad news, the elevator liked to disappear.
Yeah. And on. Oh, well, there's something over there.
At least the elevator's back.
I do hear clicking. Ah,
First off, a huge thank you to everyone here. The lake house has made amazing strides in researching the AWE here at Cauldron Lake. Great work, team. I wanted to come in person so I could check in on the latest work. I won't get in the way. It's not our view, so no reason to be scared. Did you hear that, Dr. Marmot? While I'm here, I want to focus on the relationship between the shadow and the AWE site below the lake. The theory that the shadow even originates from the dimension this threshold is tapping into is compelling. Eventually, I want to understand how this dimension manages to convert subjective elements like art into objective reality. What are the constraints of this phenomenon? Can it, say, create altered items or even objects of power simply by manifesting them via a piece of art? These are the things we needed to know to accurately classify the shadow. I mean, that name is not very scientific. I mean, who came up with that? Shadow.
The hedgehog?
Any and all proposals are welcome. Anything testing art's effect on reality by using the shadow's energy is preferred. To find answers, we'll first need a lot of data. No wrong answers. And when I return to the oldest house, I'll take back anything we end up with to run against a classified project called Hedron to build a comparative data set. I wish I could tell you more. It's very, very exciting. Non-physical forces impacting. No, sorry, I really can't. It is. You know what? Maybe some of you can come visit. We'll have to get you clearance, of course, but if that would, maybe that can. You know what? I don't want to take the entire day talking. So, the shadow represents a whole new area of research, and I couldn't be more excited to start digging in. It is a great new world, people.
I was really interested in the whiteboard behind him. Oh, that makes sense. That moves the things that were blocking the door. Oh.
If you can understand me, I am an agent of the Federal Bureau of Control. I can assist you if you take no hostile action against me or any action that can be perceived as hostile.
It looked really creepy.
It never fucking works.
Oh. I accidentally reloaded my... It's been so long since I played, I've like forgotten all the things. There we go. Let's reload. That's a dead end. Oh, this is also a dead end. Thankfully they're pretty easy to avoid for the time being.
For those things.
Right.
Okay. Deep breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Look, you never really get used to the shit you see in this job, but you can learn techniques to adjust, to function. Take 6 deep breaths, then get to work. Find the source, collapse the threshold.
Sir, please hold. Please hold.
Where am I?
Hold. Please hold.
What is that?
This...
If you can understand me, I'm an agent of the Federal Bureau of Control. I can assist you if you take no hostile action against me or any action that can be perceived as hostile. Do you understand? Well, I'll be damned. So what kind of entity are you? You can speak. That means you probably imprinted on a person or retained some of your former self's information. Previously human, maybe? Okay, I can work with that. I just had an unpleasant encounter with some other painted individuals. Any relation? What does that mean? Okay, hey, calm down! You need to cease all hostility right now. Bad news? That thing is really pissed off. Good news. It didn't try to kill me.
Yeah?
Okay, baby steps.
I do like how... like, the speech she says, like, yo, I can help you if you don't do anything. So it's nice to see that they're at least trying to communicate. Let's go to floor 2.
Angry living paintings are not typically on the Cauldron Lake bingo card. Something different was happening at the lake house, and I couldn't let it escape. Bright Falls didn't need this particular cherry on its already shitty sundae.
Sublevel 3.
That's...
This isn't the floor I wanted. Fucking elevator.
I mean, we can get clearance...
Gotta find that elevator.
We can get clearance to level 3 here, so we can get the gun. I'm guessing the black rock might be what we need to actually do damage.
Rudolph Lane stood back from the canvas. He didn't recognize the piece. Did he paint this? His mind was foggy, unfocused. He knew the Marmonts were putting something in his food. A man in a white coat came to steer Lane back to his cell. He did not resist. He was too tired. He lay on the bed, but the stench in his cell wouldn't let him sleep. An acid stink. The turpentine, the paint, it was all over him. Years of it. 1,000 paintings. 1,000 more to come. A putrid weight he could never wash away. Cold hate simmered below the mist clogging his thoughts. Hatred for the paint. Hatred for the brushes. For the Marmonts. For himself.
Words per sentence? Whoops. His co-heads, 1 word or 2. Contains dialogue. Chipped faces, third person, omnisentient, broad timeline. FCP house, conflict, dark water.
Diana and Jules Marmont had once been a team. Rising stars in the Bureau, both talented in their own way. Diana innovated and Jules got funding from the bureaucrats. Cooperation led to respect. Connection. Then after a decade of hard work, the happy couple were promoted. Co-heads of research. Their first years at the lake house were good. Challenging, but not insurmountable. Not for them. Gradually, thoughts fell into their heads like drops of dark water. Why does she get all the credit? Why does he get any credit? With that, a crack formed in the lake house. The Marmonts and their work became arrogant, erratic. The crack widened and the water seeped in.
Past tense, chip phase. Focus timeline. Paint odor. Okay, the average is different. Ooh. Don't mind if I do. Oh, I didn't see the second one straight away.
September 12, 2023. Notes regarding a page of an Alan Wake manuscript I found in the archives. I checked the records, and this page is not in our inventory. I believe it manifested inside the lake house directly. I won't be filing this page. It'll just send Jules into a panic. The page is written in Wake's usual style, so I can't say for certain if it's being literal or figurative when it calls us monsters. But what's interesting is that the page indicates that a painting succeeded in linking Cauldron Lake's threshold with our facility. Writing has always been the clearly superior avenue of research, but I never considered that the writing itself would dictate a different art form as the catalyst for our success. I cannot accept that. I can't allow Jules to stumble his way into success. Not after the years of work I put into this research. I got word yesterday that 2 writers are visiting Bright Falls. I will beat Jules to the finish line.
Moving forward, research at the lake house will be... those are the 2... Ed and what's-her-face, right? One was a not journalist, but... One was writing for, like, plays, and the other one... I can't remember, it's been too long. Moving forward, research at the lake house will be divided into 2 distinct projects. Project X 10032AW, codename Arbutus, will be focused on studying the writing of Redacted with Diana serving as project director. Project C 43210L, codename Mamunus, focused on studying subject and his work with Dr. Dr. Julius serving as project director. Staff will soon be notified regarding their project assignment and any required desk changes. Your patience is required during this reorganization. This is a confidential facility, faculty matter, and is not to be discussed with external team agents or teams. If you have any questions, please contact me directly. Signed, Harry Kingston. Knock that over. Input panel, some kind of printer. Maybe. ATD output and collaboration. The automatic typing device. Will produce writing mimicking that of Alan Wake. known utilitarian with the goal of affecting reality with the same consistency as Mr. Rake's writing. To reach this level of authenticity, each page produced by the ATD must be evaluated and graded based on its similarity to Wake's original style. The pages will be graded using the following criteria. Comprehensibility is the most basic criteria. The page must use language and develop stories in an understandable, organic way. Style. The page must accurately mimic the typical style of Wake's writing. Uses pages in Lake's house possession as reference. Tone. The pages must accurately mimic the typical tone of Wake's writing, using pages in the Lake's house possession as reference. Context. The page must accurately mimic the typical page of Wake's writing, using the page at the Lake House possession as reference. Once a page is graded, they'll be fed into the algorithm as preferred reference material, thus continuously refining the writing procedure of the ATDs until they can produce near identical stories to Alan Wake. Once that's achieved, we will provide instructions to the ADT on what to write, effectively gaining control of Wake's ability to link with the Shadow's power. I see now it's a typewriter. That doesn't sound like a good avenue to go over. Oh. I see.
There was a crack in the lake house. The marmots had let the lake in, but the water could not flow. It became trapped, stagnant, went bad. The truth was controlled here. The art was not art, just content for the experiment. There was a crack in the lake house. The marmots had let the lake in, but the water could not flow. It became trapped, stagnant, went bad. The truth was controlled here. The art was not art, just content for the experiment.
Guess it's just repeating.
There was a crack in the lake house.
Output.
The marmots had let the lake in, but the water could not flow. It became
I don't know if
trapped,
the bracketed
stagnant,
ones are ones
went
like
bad.
the successful ones.
The truth was controlled here. The art was not art, just content for the experiment.
Typewriters. Please don't let this be what I think it is.